The GOAT's legendary stupidity is about to be on display right here, right now. There he goes. He's hit the wall there. He's driving onto the track. Is Santa Guilty going to hit him? Nope, nope, yes. She's piled right into Nick B's. Santa Guillotine has crashed, ladies and gentlemen. Might just be a bit of damage to the front and hood. It might not be catastrophic, but we're counting it. Because we have bias. Brake bias, that is. You put it to the rear. That's always better. What's up, peeps? It's Hannaford. We're here at Darlington. The egg. You all call it the egg, right? That's what it is, pretty much. It's an egg. That's what it's shaped like. You can't argue with that logic. Goats on pole today. Bob and Flobo starts next one. We got S.p.A, Reggie Fils-Aime, Jeff Lewis, Bob Smith. Bob Smith. We got Rupert Weissmuller, Takumi Fujiwara, Constantine von Bardeleben, Isaiah Monaco, Nick Bees, Ryan Lewis, Derek Hamill, Tito Peters, Zachary Taylor, Brian Price, John Tron, Michael Pedersen, Adam Lewis, Ryan Monaco, Yukio Hagiwara, Aza Samira, Sanaki Altina, James Saunders, Eric Monaco, Yuki Nagata, Ryan Herman, Patrick Smith, Alan Walker, Nash Carr, Shirika Takahashi, Kanan Matsuda, Zach Mills, Chayak Sadagi, Hibiki Ganaha, Tori Hamill, Daniel Wallace, Chip McGee riding at the field. Alexander Corner, Shinai Hidaka. It's going to be 37 laps around this very challenging racetrack, of course, because turns 1 and 2 are a bit wider than turns 3 and 4. So, we should see some exciting racing today. The green flag is out. We are underway here at Darlington. Of course, it's a terrible start from the GOAT. He's going to hold up the entire inside line. Bob and Flobo is going to jump right into the lead there. Here they come through turn 1. Everybody getting back up to speed there. You can see that S.p.A has lost whole loads of positions there. Same with Bob Smith and Takumi Fujiwara. Here they are trying to get around the outside line, but it's not looking like too good for them right now. The GOAT is slicing and dicing all over the place. He managed to get in front of Nick Bees, heading down the back straight. He's just going to slide you to turn there. That's some fantastic work. And he's going to get a bit of paint traded with the wall for his troubles. You can see all these scrapes on the wall from previous endeavors at this racetrack there, but the GOAT's going to hold it in front of Nick Bees, and he's going to cross the line in 6th place. Bob and Flobo is going to have the lead, and he's got a bit of a gap between himself and Reggie Fils-Aime compared to the relatively smaller gap between Reggie Fils-Aime and Jeff Lewis. So I don't know about you, but it looks like Bob and Flobo is out to go for the commanding lead. Here comes the GOAT, and he's running on the high side, of course, as usual. Oh dear, this could all go badly wrong in a matter of seconds, but we'll gloss over it, go to our spectator cam. It's a pretty cool looking racetrack, of course. A bit odd how most of the racetrack is a sort of apron. It's not even the actual apron, but we don't see cars go there that often. It's a bit odd to me, but we don't know how to question South Carolina's antics as the GOAT has managed to get by Constantine von Bardeleben. Here comes the GOAT trying to get by Rupert Weissmuller on the outside line. He could even hang around and get by Jeff Lewis as well. Is he going to beat him to the line? Yes, he is, just barely. Well, mostly there. He's going to pile in front, and now he's behind his teammate Reggie Fils-Aime. It's the number 3 car in the number 3 position. Of course, the GOAT has the fastest lap time. Then is Bob and Flobo, Bob Smith, Constantine von Bardeleben, S.p.A, that is a first. Nick Bees, Isaiah Monaco, Tito Peters. said that like that was a foreign name. Rupert Weissmuller and Jeff Lewis as the goat and gets around Reggie Fils-Aime. It's only lap 5 here, and the goat's already managed to do quite a bit of a recovery job. Remember, he started on pole. It's a weird day when the goat doesn't start on pole, but it's not very weird when he starts in 40th position, actually. You know when people are silent, it's because they're concentrating absolutely on the stuff that I was gonna say something. Here comes the goat trying to get by Bob and Flubbo on the inside line here. I'm too busy talking to my friends on the interwebs. He's gonna nail that overtake. It's, ladies and gentlemen, overtakes of the week. I hope you were paying more attention than I was, because I'm sure it was a masterclass in overtaking there. Look at the car. It's just barely higher than the retaining wall. Goat scraped the wall once again. Heading to that turn there, and it's going to be quite a bit of a job to keep it in front of Bob and Flo. This track is very hard on the tires, as you might expect, so tire management and fuel management is going to be a very large problem here. One pit stop's probably not going to get everybody to the end of the race. You might very well just see, you know, on the cool-down lap after the final lap is over, a bunch of people running out of fuel. The goat keeps hitting the wall there. He's hit the wall again, and here comes Bob and Flo, but trying to capitalize on that mistake. Look, you can already see a bit of a tire mark on the goat's right side of the car. It doesn't make any sense at all. It's a tire mark. It's shaped like a tire, but not a. He's gone to the inside. He's on the part of the track we were speaking of. Nobody gets on. He's gonna go underneath the yellow line, but then he's gonna overcook it and go pretty wide there and try to get back. And oh wow! Did you see that? He just barely made it. And he's going to pit and lose hosts of positions. He might very well even get lapped, considering all the damage he's going to have to repair. Wow, Kana Matsuda's lap, well, her last lap is a bit better, but she's 2 seconds off the pace. That's pretty bad. Bob and Flo up into the lead. He's going to be on to lead a few laps here. Let's take a look at your order. Bob and Flubbo leads the field. Jeff Lewis in second. Rupert Weissmuller is third. Reggie Fils-Aime fourth. Constantine Bartleven running in fifth. That's a pretty decent camera angle. You can see just how big this track is, I suppose. Bob Smith, Tsuba Saib, Kitaki Fujiwara, Nick Bees, and Taylor Bryan Price rounding out the top 10. Tito Peters, Isaiah Monaco, Michael Pedersen, Ryan Monaco, Ryan Lewis, John Tron, Derek Hamill, Eric Monaco, and Zachary Taylor. Looks like your top 20. Taylor's really fallen from, he's being scored as 15th, but looks as if he's actually in 20th right now. These guys are going rather slow. That's a bit odd. 20th is James Saunders. Zachary Taylor's just going a bit slow. I don't know what's gone wrong with his car there, but he's been passed by James Saunders. He might get passed by this next group of three. Monte Carlo, Sonic Yeltina, Shiriki Takahashi, and Oz Samira. They're Japanese names and all of those, so nope, I'll never be able to escape this mess. Wow, these guys are still running too wide. And there's the goat. He's a lap down. Wow. He's really gone from 0 to 0. He always does that, doesn't he? That's you know. Doesn't seem like there's much to comment on, but fear not, ladies and gentlemen. If I ever take my mind off my phone and my money, yeah, Yes, definitely. We'll find something. We'll find something interesting. Look at Bob Smith running right behind Reggie Fils-Aime. He could very well get by him. We're going to take a very, very, oh, there he goes! Down the inside, lap 13, unlucky 13. That's something random that we had to note because reasons Reggie Fils-Aime doesn't look like he's doing a very good job of defending that position. Is he going to get beaten by Bob Smith for fourth position? There he goes on the outside. He's got a better exit. He's going to hold position there, crossing the line, but Bob Smith is going to be riding right on his inside. Constantine Bartley could very well change the course. So Reggie Fils-Aime going a bit on the high side. He's going to get passed by Constantine Bartley. And here come Takumi Fujiwara and S.p.A. They could very well get by him as well. Not sure what's gone wrong with Reggie Fils-Aime there, but he's trying to defend against Takumi Fujiwara, who's on his inside, and, well, side by side mostly. S.p.A. giving him a bit of a push. Takumi Fujiwara, he is doing at present moment. That's quite exciting, and, well, oh, there he goes. There he goes once again, and Reggie Fils-Aime up to the outside. He's dropping positions like a bucket filled with, I don't know, weights of sorts, I suppose. And he's still running on that high line. Not sure what that's about. Here comes Taylor Bryant Price. He's probably going to... Well, I guess Bandicam didn't take much interest in that. Bob and Flo, but still have quite a bit of a gap between himself and Jeff Lewis. Rupert Weissman looks like he's falling behind Jeff Lewis, but Bob Smith definitely has quite a ways to go if he's going to get into the podium positions, of course. This is really a podium unless you dream it. That's Takumi Fujiwara, S.p.A. Nick Bees in front of Reggie Fils-Aime. Looks like Reggie Fils-Aime has finally got in line, but well, the man who was running in fifth just a while ago, fourth actually, I believe, has fallen 5 positions. And why is this guy's going so slow? Is there something gone wrong with the goat? Where is the goat? Slicing and dicing his way to the field. There he is on the inside. Bit of contact of Shinya Takahashi trying to get by her. We mentioned Zachary Taylor and how far behind he's fallen. So this must be near the top 20. Yes, Heineke Altina is 20th and hasn't crashed yet. So well, that's quite surprising. Again, the goat is a lap down, so he's just trying to get by all these cars. He's just minced 3 of them, Taylor, Altina, and Saunders there. Lovely work from the goat. He's got quite a bit of pace, of course, but I don't know, he's probably worn out his tires quite a bit because of his early pit stop. Speaking of that, looks like there are a few guys dropping below the white dotted line and now behind the yellow dotted line. Not yellow solid line. Ryan Lewis, Eric Monica, John Tron, Michael Pedersen, Tito Peters, Reggie Fils-Aime. How about that one, Reggie Fils-Aime? Looks like that's it, actually, as Derek Campbell gets past. And there's Ryan Montague, who's running in 10th now. Hideki in the pits, Zach Mills, Chag Sadegi in as well. Alan Walker, Sanaki Altina, Oz Samira, Adam Lewis. These guys whom we've mentioned before. Reggie Fils-Aime heading down to his pit stall. Here comes the goat. Looks like he's got a vengeance. 20 laps to go when he crosses the line. For the goats, at least. Let's see where Bob and Flobo is. In the pits, he's followed by Jeff Lewis. Bob Smith, Costume Barton. No, these guys we've mentioned quite a few times before. It looks like it's the rest of the field into the pits, actually. And, well, this might be a bit advantageous to the goat. Could very well get back into the lead, but he does have to pit again, so he's definitely got quite a bit of time to make up if he is going to pit again. And well, it's not very likely he'll be able to just make a stop for fuel. He'll probably have to top off the tank, which takes as much time as fitting 4 Goodyears, and his tires will probably be very worn. Tire wear is probably the biggest issue on this track. The AI doesn't seem to have problems with tire wear because they're the AI. AI is a strange thing. Very strange. So strange. Sad. Here comes the goat around to cross the line. He's being scored as your race leader. That's a bit strange to me, but let's just part of the fun, isn't it? All this weird stuff. Dum-de-dum. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. What do people say there anyways? It's a bit odd. Odd is a word I'd use for people saying dum-de-dum. I'm not sure exactly what dum-de-dum is. It must be some sort of onomatopoeic expression. Sorts. Things. Yes? That sounds about right to me. And, I don't know, but it looks like the goat has dropped off the pace there. He's 2.5 seconds slower than his best lap, so I think he is suffering from tire wear issues. Tire wear in itself is an issue. Well, this person said she'd message me and she didn't. How about that one? Been lied to again. Of course. Well, that's all just part of the fun here. It's going to be 15 laps to go. Before the he's hit the wall. That's a hard hit there. And well, here comes Rupert Weissmuller. He's I don't know. I have no idea what I was talking about just a while ago. But Rupert Weissmuller looks like he's actually going to end up catching up to the goat there. There's the goat down the back straight. He's not catching Yuki Nagato, who's running in last. Yuki Nagato is actually running faster than him every lap. And oh, the goat's headed into the pits once again. Another pit stop for the goat. He made a very early one early on. He's coming in for another. Rupert Weissmuller is going to inherit the race lead from the goat and lead the lap here at Darlington for his troubles. So 3 different leaders so far, I believe. That sounds about right. And the goat's in the pits, so he's going to lose loads positions, of course. Rupert Weissmuller has a commanding lead over Bob and Flobo. We didn't even look at the pit road race, but I don't know. Lap 25, Rupert Weissmuller is leading the race. Lap 26, Rupert Weissmuller is leading the race. Lap 27, Rupert Weissmuller is leading the race. 10 to go, Rupert Weissmuller is leading the race. Lap 29, Rupert Weissmuller is leading the race. Absolute domination from Rupert Weissmuller so far. He's not given Bob and Flobo an inch, and in fact, he just seems to be increasing his lead with every single lap. He was 2.8 seconds off his slowest lap, but well, Bob and Flobo was a bit faster than last lap, so I don't know about you, but I think what I just said about him increasing the gap was lies and deceit. One of the best themes in literature ever. Lap 30 and Rupert Weissmuller is leading the race. Lap 31 and Rupert Weissmuller is in the pits. There's a story to be told. There's a story to be told. There's a story to be told. Story to be told. Story to be told. Yes, that sounds about right to me. Something went completely wrong with the goats. I'm sure you'll be quite excited to learn about this one. Of course, the goat having no control over his car. In absolute truth, trying to get by NASCAR there and get back, file back in front of him. He hits the wall, gets sent all the way down into the rear wall, inside wall, and he hits the outside wall once more, and he has a bit of trouble. And well, it's not going well for him at all. Watch what happens. Rupert Weissmuller tries to get by the goat on the inside as the goat tries to head into down onto the apron. And well, Rupert Weissmuller made quite a bit of contact, some very hairy contact. It was a bit disastrous, actually. That's the best way I can describe it. Watch this! Boom. Bob and Flobo gets collected by the goats for his. Well, that's for I don't know. Rupert Weissmuller heading into the pits. So Jeff Lewis is going to inherit the race lead. Goat stuck on pit road. Its damage is irreplaceable. No, irreplaceable. Unfixable, but he's going to stay out and be a trooper as he usually does. This goat, he's quite a spectacle, this goat. That's what he is. That's what he is. It's a bit strange. Very strange. Yes. So, when we restart, it's going to be 3 laps to go. Jeff Lewis is going to have the lead. Bob and Flo is going to be running second with a bit of a damaged car, which he hasn't really bothered to fix it. It's not looking like that. Tito Peters is running third. Reggie Fils-Aime fourth. John Tron fifth. Boston Move sixth. Eric Monaco seventh. Takumi Fujiwara eighth. Michael Pedersen ninth. And Constantine von Barleben 10th. Rupert Weissman was back out on the track, but he's a lap down. Bitter pill? Sounds about right to me. The grid is out for the second time here at Darlington Raceway. Yes, that's. And they've gone into the pits. The AI is stupid. Artificial stupidity. I don't even know why I bother saying that the AI is stupid. It's just that the AS is being stupid, and that's normal fare for artificial stupidity. Wow, I thought Eric Monaco went in for about a split second and then came back out. Almost as if that was a stop and go, and even stop and goes take longer than that. That's everybody into the pits. Well, Takumi Fujiwara, John Tron, and Rupert Weissman. Well, not Rupert Weissman. What? I'm talking about Taylor Bryan Price, but got interrupted rather rudely. There's Jeff Lewis. Cool. Final lap now. Who's in the lead? It's Takumi Fujiwara. There's Jontron just getting out. Where is Takumi? Oh, there he is. Okay. Sounds believable, but there goes Jeff Lewis around, and I think Jeff Lewis is going to win this race after just managing not to crash or screw up his strategy at all today. Just quite clearly he didn't save fuel during the caution, but we're going to gloss over it. We're going to forgive him for that one because he's going to be the first to reach the finish line and take the checkered flag at Welcome to Darlington Raceway. Yes, Welcome to Darlington Raceway, one of my favorite raceways. Yes, Sebring, eat your heart out. Go as fast as in practice, qualifying, and happy hour. And he finished last. Not surprising. James Saunders was 3 laps down. That's a bit odd. Jeff Lewis wins today. Takumi Fujiwara, Reggie Fils-Aime on the podium. Bob Smith, Rupert Weissman, Taylor Bryan Price, Constantine von Barleben, John Tron, Michael Pedersen, and Eric Monaco. Rounding out the top 10. Oh, everybody's across the line. That's fantastic. I'm going to be talking with this strange voice. Remember my Austria voice? Yes. The Austria voice was the best voice I ever came out with, and I haven't used that voice in about 6 months. I also use the same one for Alfred Travis, and it doesn't sound the same anymore, but I don't care. This is also the same one I use when I try to be Wayne from Wayne's World. Oh yes, it's a lot like Star Trek The Next Generation. In many ways it's superior, but will never be as recognized as the original. Seba Sabiki, Nick Bees, Ryan Monaco, Bob and Flo, Derek Hamill, Isaiah Monaco, Tito Peters, Hannah Gill, Tina Allen, Melissa Street, Takayashi, Doug, Ryan Lewis, Mickey Gallagher, Zachary Taylor, Mickey Yazas, Amir, Alan Walker, making a fool out of myself! Chai Kisanagi, Zach Mills, Patrick Smith, Alexander Cornish, Yuki Ahaki, Warren Ast, Kortora Hamlin, Kana Matsuda, Daniel Voles, Ike Nagito, and Ryan Herman. 38 cars finishing on the lead lap today. James Saunders was 3 laps down. He's heading out of his pit stop right now, so he's the last car out on the track. Well, he's going to be getting out on the track to do God knows what, but at least the pace car's not lonely. The GOAT, 9 laps down. Nothing will be missed. Jeff Lewis shows some muscle at Darlington. Yes, you can see him flexing his muscles after the race. Next race, FAP 400. Yes, the FAP 400. They'd rather not you call it the FAP 400, but every what's the word? Immature. Every immature child like me is going to look at Federated Auto Parts 400 and read FAP. Now, here's my dad holding a new Speed Stick deodorant. Dad, what do you have to say?
You ruined it. I was going to say this commercial break sponsored by Speed Stick.
Dad, the race is over. We don't need a commercial break at the end.
It's unscented.
Wow. Thanks, Dad. All day dry, 24-hour protection. Sounds about good to me. Let's take a look at your standings. Zachary Taylor still leading the points. That's great. Jeff Lewis up to second. Well, that's his first win. How about that one? Look at Derek Hamill, third place with no wins. That is great. That's great. And look at Nick Bees, 4 wins, 8th place. It's not all about winning, guys. NASCAR may seem it with no podium or anything like that, but it's all about winning. Reggie Fils-Aime can attest to this, and so can Yukiya Hagiwara. That's great. And, well, Sanaki Altina can attest to how easy it is to not finish. My dad says Bush doesn't DNF. and he crashed today. He did finish. He's got me there, Dad. You got me there, and he's not even there. So it's been Hannah Food. It's been a time and a half, an honor, and we'll see you in the next video.